Okay, you guys, welcome to the first speed build on the average-ish simmer. I am terrified to post this because I'm not a builder. I think I'm really bad at it, so please be nice to me in the comments if you choose to comment. I chose to do like a woodsy cottage kind of thing because this is the empty lot in the Plumbite Pier area, and the energy, the world around, like not having driveways just gave me major cottage. So I am trying to build a woodsy brown cottage. That's the complete opposite usually of what I do build if I do, which is very, very rarely. The wraparound porch was a must-have in this build. I drew it out on paper. I drew a porch. That's pretty much the only part of the build that is similar to my drawing. Everything else is like 10 times bigger in The Sims. Because when I don't know what I'm doing, I just like make it big and I'm like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So now I'm working on the upstairs. I did 2 bedrooms and I just thought they were small. I extended that one you see on the right. But so there's 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a little landing up there. I kind of fit in pretty good. The rooms are really, really long. So, I had a hard time decorating them, as you'll see. But this build is base game and high school years only, which was also a huge struggle for me. We'll talk about that more when we get to decorating. But like I said, I wanted this to be brown. I know that sounds gross and boring, because it kind of is. I just wanted this to be like a general kind of build. Oh my gosh, the roofing, don't get me started. I'm so bad at building in general, but roofing especially. I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't look at it. Just fast forward, please. It's so bad. It is kind of embarrassing. So if you're a builder, please don't judge me. This is probably like, I've played The Sims for 4 years, and this is probably like the 5th completed build I've ever done. I usually just hit up the gallery and I download somebody else's incredible creation. But see, the roofing, oh my god, the columns too. Base game only is a struggle. There was only these columns that I could tolerate, and I still didn't like them. Next, I was realizing that the roof looks a little silly in the front with those lines. I don't know what those lines are called on a roof. And I didn't realize I could just extend the one whole part. I struggled for this for probably like 10 minutes, which is really embarrassing because I didn't know what to do. And I watched a lot of building videos, so I'm like, what do they do? I was trying to remember. And I was like, oh yeah, they can just stretch it apart. But I think it looks much, much better when it's just that one piece. Wallpaper was another struggle for me because I wanted part of it to be stone and another part to be preferably vertical, like wood siding or something like that. That's pretty much non-existent in the base game in high school years. So I went with a horizontal siding, and it doesn't really look like wood, but I chose a darker color hoping it would look more like wood, and I'm okay with it. Pretty much I'm okay with this whole build. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it was just a big, big struggle to me to only build with base game and high school years, because seasons would have been so perfect for this build. Next is windows. It was pretty easy, I think, just because I had that bump out on the side, so I knew my window placement on there, but I just kind of threw them down at first. I move quite a few of them when it comes to decorating. Since I don't have a preferred style of building, like I don't do one thing before the other, I just kind of was like, I guess I should get the outside done first. So that's what I did. I really like the windows towards the back. I hate how the inside of them isn't brown, but the outside is. I don't know why that is, but it does bother me a little bit that the inside's not brown and all the other windows on the inside's brown, but just ignore it. I didn't want to use like giant, like thick framed windows because I just think they wouldn't fit in and they'd be too heavy. Oh my gosh, here, I didn't know what I was doing. I was looking at the windows forever because something did not look right to me, so I skipped that and I was like, okay, let's do a little bit of terrain paint at the front. And then this is what the point I was talking to my mom, and I was like, why does this look weird? Help me. And she was like, I don't know. So I went with shutter-free windows at the top. I think that looks much better. I think it looks a lot more balanced up there. Mom, you are no help. Sorry. The rest of it was just kind of putting the finishing touches, and then we jump inside. Guys, this was probably more of a struggle than the outside, which is not very good because the outside I really struggled with. It's because of the base game and high school years only. I wallpapers were a huge issue for me. I usually love using CC, custom content wallpapers, because I'm not a big fan of the wallpapers and the colors in The Sims, but I just recently like got rid of all my CC. So I didn't have that to help me. And since I wanted to make this base game in high school years only, I was super limited. So I went with a nice light brown in the entryway. I don't like the whatever, like the baseboard and like the top. I don't know what that's called. My mom would kill me right now. I don't know what that's called. I don't love that much, but it's what vibes I was kind of going for. And then I was just putting some decorations in the entryway. I always put an entry table in every single build I do, so that had to be there. The bathroom, I made it beige. This is so not my decorating style. I'm usually pretty colorful, and I'm more of like a white blue kind of gal, not a brown kind of gal. So this was very, how much I'm going to say struggle in this. Stop me, please. In the kitchen and dining room area, this is what this room's going to be. I chose a grayish paint instead. In the cabinets I had struggles with, you'll see. I went through like every single swatch of the base game ones because I didn't find something that looked good with the appliances. Because I didn't want to use the super expensive appliances, just in case any of you want to download it. I doubt you do. And then I saw the old-fashioned ones. I'm like, ooh, this is like cottagey. Like, this is the vibes, but like, is it? Is it the vibes? I don't know if it is. And I realized after it's not the vibes. So I replaced them. I don't know what I was thinking, because like I wasn't making this like a cabin in the woods, This was like I don't know, like it could be a home or like a vacation rental, whatever you want to do with it. I doubt any of you will download it. I'm not even going to tell you it's on the gallery. If you want to know, ask me in the comments. But also kitchen, the upper cabinets, I hate when they're too low. So realistically, if you were a sim, you would need a ladder to get at those cabinets, but I do not care because I hate when they're really low. I feel like it doesn't leave a lot of space, and I was just like, whatever, I'll just put them high. This was a little dining area I made. I just think the windows like really suited putting a dining table there, and it was a good space to fit like how many seats? Six chairs at this table. I end up changing that rug. I change a few things, which you'll see when we do a tour, because I realized, like, I slept on it. So I built this, like, a day ago, and I slept on it because I was like, this is too much. This is so stressful for me. And so I changed quite a few things. I made a few edits structurally. Does it make them better? I don't know. You decide. So now this is the living room. It's quite long and skinny, which is not my preferred living room shape because I love to put like huge sofas and everything like that. But I wanted to keep with the brown theme, but then I also wanted to use as much high school year stuff as I could, which those do not go together because the high school year stuff is very colorful, very youthful, and that was not the vibes I was going for here. So I struggled finding sofa and like just living room furniture I actually wanted to use because the swatches I liked were either like really old-fashioned styles like that sofa I have right there, or they were like the new stuff, which was pretty, I would say, trendy and like youthful, and I just couldn't find a way to make them look good together. So I changed everything very, very often, as you'll see. And I really like that chair. The colors I'm not so sure about on it. I know it's supposed to be fun and trendy, but I did settle on that sofa from high school years. As you can see, I changed the appliances. I felt like this was kind of like a weird space. The bookshelves, some of the colors in the base game, like why? I don't get it. I just wanted a brown bookcase, but let's go upstairs. The bathroom situation, I thought it was too small at first, so I tried to like expand it, but then I was like, it's kind of just a box now and everything's just boxy, so I was like, that bump in definitely makes a difference. And if you notice, I don't put a door in there. You'll see I decorate it, and then I realize like I need a door. So one thing we aren't lacking is beds now in the game. I went for this boho bed because I really liked the colors on it, but I don't know if it's just me and I don't know what boho is, but I couldn't find any other like furniture that matched like the boho bed. So I used like the kind of I don't know if it's traditional style, like I consider it like princess kind of style, like fancy glamorous kind of style, like those side tables, and I end up using the desk and the closet thing right there. because I don't know if I was just missing it, if there was like more bohemian furniture, but it was either super art deco, which I wasn't going for in this room, or it was like this princess like classic traditional style. And I was like, well, I hope it looks okay mixed together because I don't know what I'm doing. One thing I do love is like the posters in this. I love that little flag. As you can see here, this is when I didn't know I didn't have a door. So I made this like little nook, which I think is pretty cute. Then I have to delete it all. So this room is really long and skinny. Like I think I said in the beginning. I tried to find a bed. I chose this bed because it looks exactly like the bed I have now from IKEA. And I really like the blue. I do change, I think, some of this in the final tour, you'll see. Just change out some of the furniture because I used that bed, which I think is kind of just an average bed, but then I used Art Deco furniture in here, and I felt like when I looked back at it, it really, really didn't mesh. And it wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't working. That's why sometimes you just need to take a break. You need to sleep on it and realize, oh, that's kind of ugly, and change it. So I kind of went matchy-matchy in this room, if you couldn't tell, because I think at this point of the build and of decorating, I did this all in like a span of maybe 2 hours. I was over it, to be honest. I didn't know, like, it was like I was in a haze. I was in a hazy daze that I didn't know what I was doing. So I did the bathroom. Once again, it's boring, but I did tile on the walls because I feel like that's bathroom-like. And other than that, it's just the usual. I wanted a tub. So I did a shower tub combo. We need more of those in base game. I'm just saying. Because that's the... Is there another one? I don't know. But that's the only one that kind of fit. And I started terrain painting and mapping out trees. At this point, I was looking around at the world looking for trees. And I couldn't tell what kind of trees they were. So I tried like every kind of tree. I went with birch in the front. I think I put a birch in the back too. I didn't see any birches around, but... I think they look nice, so you can, if you choose to download this, which I doubt you will, you could change those if you want. I remembered at this point that they had those vine trellises, is that what they're called? So I put some there, planters, because I didn't know what else to fill up the space with, and a little bench, just the usual, trying to fill up the space and make it look decent. Other than that, it was like pretty much done at this point. But I changed the trellises to the big ones because I realized there was big ones and I thought that would look better. But yeah, let's get into the tour. Okay guys, don't make fun of me. I do not know how to use the camera for the tour. I'm just showing you around the back. I like those windows. Also, I'm not doing a face cam for this video. You saw my face in the first one. I think that's good enough. You know what I look like now. And it's because I work a full-time job and I'm just kind of lazy right now. So here we go. We're going in. I'm so sorry if this gives you a headache. I do not know what I'm doing. I need to practice more. But you walk in, here's the living room. I think it looks okay. I think it could look better. It's hard to tell in this angle, but where the fireplace is, it like bumps out a little bit. I made like a little cove for the fireplace with some stone. Here's the boring bathroom. The nice beige. I was looking at the ceiling for a second. Here's the stairs. I realized that the ceiling for some reason isn't showing up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Here's the entryway. I think it's a basic entryway, obviously, because it's nothing special, but okay, here's the kitchen. This is what I decided on. I added those two, they're actually dining tables put together in the middle, because I felt like there was just a lot of empty space. So I did that, and I think it looks really, really cute. I like that kind of reclaimed wood look. And then the dining room, I always use those chairs. I think they're probably my most used chairs in the base game. Thank you for adding them, Sims team. Let's go upstairs. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to go up. I see people, like, professional simmers, like, use the camera to go up. I don't know how to do that. So we're just kind of stuck in the bathroom for a second. This view, I mean, you can't really see it because I used kind of small, skinny windows, but it's beautiful. So I'm a fan. And then I have the door glitch. I didn't have any glitches really that people were talking about with the game and the new update, but I guess I do now because my door's not there. The other ones are though, which I think is kind of odd. But let's look at the first bedroom we decorated, the boho / princess furniture. I didn't change anything really in here except I made it a little bit longer and added that light up mirror. Yeah, the mirror doesn't go with the vibe. I don't care. I wanted to use it. I thought it was cool. It looks kind of plain over there because I did extend the room and then I didn't do anything to it. I just kind of moved it and I was like, okay, next, moving on. But that's it. I love the like neon lights on the wall. I think they're really, really cute. Let's go into the doorless bathroom. You saw this when we were building it. Nothing changed. It's the same. Same old with the shower tub combo. And then the second room, I changed a few things in here you might notice. The bed and wall stuff is the same. Actually, it doesn't even look like I changed anything, but I did change the dresser to the one that matches the bed and the desk. And I added that new cactus that was in like a Sims delivery. It like lights up and it looks really cute. And that little mirror, I really like the style of those mirrors, but that's pretty much it. That's the whole interior. The exterior, I didn't really do anything else. I added a bike and I was like, ooh, that's nice. That adds some pizzazz. But other than that, that's it. So please be nice to me. I know this isn't ideal and I know I don't know how to use the camera, but I tried my best and I hope you like it? Question mark. If you want to download it, let me know in the comments, but I will see you guys in the next video.